Nobody warned me that you can love your partner and still feel lonely in your relationship after becoming a mom. And I think more mothers feel this way than we're willing to admit. Dear Mama, welcome to Real Conversations about Motherhood. Nobody really prepares you for the strain that motherhood can put on your relationship. For parents, you were a couple. You had time to talk. You could make plans without thinking about feeding times, without thinking about sleeping schedule, without thinking about childcare, or even something as simple as who's going to wake up during the night to see to the child. Then you became parents. And suddenly your whole world changes. Your conversations merely just become about the baby, about who needs to do that and who needs to do this for the baby. What still needs to be bought for the baby? Who is more tired than the other one? Who has work tomorrow? Before you realize it, you can start feeling less than partners and more like two people just trying to survive the exact same day. And sometimes you were both exhausted and you were both overwhelmed. But you were both also doing your very best. But because you are carrying the pressure differently, you can start feeling misunderstood. You may feel like you're asking for a little help too often, or having to explain why you are tired. And most importantly, you miss the connection that you had before you became parents. You miss the conversations. You miss the affection. And you miss the laughter. Miss the time when it was just the two of you. Sometimes you can love your partner deeply, but you can still feel lonely. But this doesn't always mean that the love is gone. Sometimes it just means that you were both exhausted and you were both adjusting. You're trying to find yourselves in a life that changed overnight. The reality is that the baby can bring so much joy in the relationship. It can also bring a lot of stress and a lot of pressure. It can bring a lot of sleepless nights and frustration and responsibilities that you have never had to do before. Love alone doesn't always make these challenges disappear. You have to communicate and you have to listen. You have to make space for each other. And sometimes you have to intentionally find your way back to each other. And when I refer to each other, I don't just mean you and your partner. I mean you have to refer yourself back to being partners, not just parents. So if your relationship feels a bit different after becoming a mom, you are not the only one. And you are not failing because things changed. You are not wrong for missing the relationship that you had. Motherhood, it changes you. It changes your routine and it changes your priorities. Sometimes it actually changes the way you love each other. Change doesn't always mean that the relationship is over. Sometimes it means it's you learning to love each other in a new season. Mama, you deserve to feel supported, you deserve to feel heard, you deserve to feel appreciated, and you deserve to feel loved. And this is not only as a mother, but as a